Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, weighing in at 72 kilos, bang on, 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179. And the man he'll be facing, Sergio Maravilla Martinez. He weighed in at 72.6 kilos. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Sergio Maravilla Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, has traveled the world over to ply his trade.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Through the hook, didn't land. Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That uppercut doesn't get through. Punch, counter punch. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's a guy all good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back. Better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Berries up a little.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jab back. It's boxing, just be smart. Get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Go back out there and win this round.
Don't win back into the fight. Great round. Stay full.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
Smart.
Here we go for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sentenced.
Sugar Ray is down! Goodness, we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Couldn't land that jab. Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
The courage on display here is incredible. This with that jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Just get your mind back on the job.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Relax now. I don't...
You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there.
Well, you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Put him back together. Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together.
On to the third. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Forth they go. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. About Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Just keep him on the...
You've been coasting for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it sits.
Starts the...
There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being rude. They're the size of an average man.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. They exchange punches. Kind of fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think it's...
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Defense is not an option for these two. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That jab slipped.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Get your what you're doing. The gap's full of beer. Relax now. I don't want you to load up.
You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get back out there and win the round.
He'll see it and ride it out. Go up there and finish him.
It's boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him
no free shots. Keep smart. You were thinking you were smart.
Listen, don't worry about it. You've done all that working.
Forget the job and don't get carried away. Think about
and that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
That's a god-awful.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work.
Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
5
time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The jab not finding its target. Couldn't land that jab. That counter shot lands. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just misses with that uppercut. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won. Round 7, here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful. Maravilla is flat on his back. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Shot from the gut.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still on the back.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they... Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter shot lands. That jab doesn't score. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skillful.
And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Talk about Leonard in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Get out there.
Great round, now relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
There's the bell to start round 9. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is a second.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Sergio Martinez is dazed. How did they not go down?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
There's the bell for round 10. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Only catching air with that hook. Just misses with that left uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to...
Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your glove.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.